Andy Puzder is a fast food CEO, and he's an Ayn Rand Kool-Aid drinker. And, of course, Trump was considering putting him in his cabinet not too long ago, which led to quite a bit of outrage, including on this show. Well, this guy went on Fox Business to criticize Democrats, but the reason I'm playing this for you is he criticized the Democrats in the dumbest way possible.
In a Fox News opinion piece, our next guest writes, if Democrats decide to pivot from Trump and run on an economic message, they're doomed. I guess he believes that if they have their own message and run on their own message, they're not going to be very successful. By the way, there's also a poll, a Fox poll. It shows that 48% believe the Democrats are going to win the House in November. Joining us now is Andy Puzder, frequent guest on the show. Okay, you say that, look, if they reject Trump's economic plan and the Democrats run with their plan, they're doomed. What economic plan do they have?
Well, they really don't have a plan. That's really the point. Look, when you talk about a plan for the economy, you're generally talking about something that generates economic growth. Well, their plan, they don't have a plan that generates economic growth. They don't even talk about it. In fact, Nancy Pelosi has been demeaning economic growth and the creation of jobs as unimportant. What they have is a plan to increase taxes on people that have been successful, even though the top 10% pay about 70% of taxes now, redistribute those tax benefits to people that might vote for them, in other words, buying votes, or expanding the size and scope of government, and then going on TV or making speeches that use phrases like fairness and decency that they don't really mean. They're not really talking about being fairness and decency for a broad range of American people. They're talking about giving money to people that will support them. So there is no economic plan on the progressive Democrat side for growth. Unlike John Kennedy or Bill Clinton, today's Democratic Party is intellectually bankrupt on economic growth.
That is precious. So his argument is, if the Democrats run on an economic message, oh, they're going to get absolutely destroyed. Wait, what? We just covered a poll not that long ago. It was something like over 70% of Americans want the Democrats to run on a bold progressive vision. That includes on economic issues. It was only like 20-something% that said, okay, just run on an anti-Trump message. So in other words, if the Democrats actually put policy front and center, that's when they win. This guy's conclusion is the exact opposite. He's like, well, let me tell you something. If the Democrats run on an economic message, all they want to do is redistribute. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, you're so sad. Have you never looked at an opinion poll in your entire fucking life, dude? Have you never looked at one? Medicare for all now, about 60% of the American people want it. About 60% want to raise taxes on the rich as well. About 60%, 58% to be exact, want free college. And we can go down the list here. 80% want to raise the minimum wage. So when you go issue for issue, especially on economic issues, the left-wing position is overwhelmingly popular. But this jackass, because he's so caught up in that Ayn Rand libertarian Kool-Aid drinker bubble that he can't see straight, he's like, these Democrats, all they want to do is redistribute. They don't care about growth. Growth? See, this is how brainwashed these clowns are. The economy's been growing at a tremendous clip since the 1980s. Guess what? We have record income inequality. We have poverty rates that are through the roof right now. We have stagnating wages. You want to know why? Because economic growth does not necessitate a healthy middle class. So you could have people struggling mightily, but hey, we have growth. So all Andy Puzder cares about is corporate profits. That's what he cares about. He cares about corporate profits, and he cares about his own wallet. That's what he cares about. So if he and his fellow billionaire buddies are doing well, everything's great. If the stock market is doing well, everything's great. He doesn't care about the fact that the low unemployment rate is because we've had the creation of low-wage jobs. He doesn't care about income inequality. And then I love how misleading it is when he talks about, the top 10% pay so much of the taxes. Gosh golly. They also make all the fucking money, dipshit. You have one family, the Walton family, of 4 people, 6 people. They have more wealth than like half the country put together. And this guy's like, oh, yeah, it's unfair. It's the same old message from the far right. Pity the poor, victimized rich. Oh, my heart bleeds for the billionaire. He wasn't able to get his fourth yacht. Maybe we should cut his taxes some more. Yeah. Yeah. So, I just love this clip for how amazingly out of touch it is. Because his argument is basically, if the Democrats run on having an economic message of redistribution, they're going to get destroyed. They're going to lose terribly, even though the person who talks most about redistribution is Bernie Sanders, and he's the most popular politician in the United States of America, according to every opinion poll by a mile and a half. What? So he's blinded by his ideology, and he simply can't see straight.